Hi everyone, and welcome to Breakout Marketing Group and Marketing on Mondays. Happy Monday. I am so excited to be with you today. I'd like to say hello to my new subscribers, and I have some great news to share with you today. I don't know if you've ever heard of the author Cal NewPort. I remember his name because it's a cigarette brand. But anyway, he is a professor at the University of Georgetown, and he's written this book called Deep Work. Now, in his book, there are some great tips that you can really use in your business this week. One that I want to share with you before I go to my meeting, because we're all distracted with all kinds of things in our lives every single day. And what this author talks about is being able to take away the good points or the deep work that we need to get things accomplished. What I mean by that is that during a long period of time when you don't have any interruptions in your daily life, you are able to concentrate and focus for long periods of time that give you the results that you need in your business. And so what's happening to us as Americans, we're losing our ability to concentrate. And so if we can't concentrate on certain tasks, we lose that particular skill to be creative for one, and the ability to solve problems. In that book, he talks about pushing your cognitive capabilities to its limit. And the only way that you can do that is if you take out some time that you need to replenish your goals and your objectives. He talks about how our brains are wired, and I love talking about how our brains work. He says that myelin in our brain, it circulates through this white tissue and our neurons, and it fires these clear fire shots that allow our brains to think faster and clearer. And our brain actually gets an upgrade, and it allows us to perform and connect to new ideas and uncover creative solutions, which is something that I pretty much like. Who used this before? Bill Gates. He calls it Think Week. Now, when Bill Gates did this particular Think Week, he would go to an isolated place where it would be water and land, where he can think clearly about whatever it is he's working on, and his goals and objectives, and just books. And it would be quiet. So that's the kind of environment that it requires to do this deep thinking. Now, there's 3 skills that you need to be able to do in order to develop a ritual around deep thinking. One is said to schedule periods of distractions. Oh my goodness, that is going to be something that we can do. But when you schedule this distraction period, you have to follow the process. Secondly is to develop a ritual for deep work, which requires that you take some time to think about and plan what you want to say and do. Third is to shut down. Now, to shut down means to actually set a time when at maybe 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock when you are no longer going to be available to do certain types of work on social media. In the book, there's just so much information. One point he talks about the acronym he uses, DEEP, and D for dedicated workspace, E for exact time, and so on. If you want a PDF file of the summary of this book, just send me your email or askaprilaboumarketing@gmail.com. I'll be happy to send it to you. And when you think about it, what does this have to do with us in marketing? Well, in marketing, we are so busy trying to develop new ideas, creative ways for our organizations, our executives, our bosses. We have that responsibility to bring them the new information that they need, the new ideas to get the company moving forward. And so they rely on us to do that. And so in order for you to do that, you're going to have to start taking some time, some think time, to develop those skills that are losing right now, losing the battle of concentration because there's so much distraction. So I am challenging you this week to use 1 hour a day to do total focus on deep work, which means that you're going to be thinking about how you're going to strategize your business without any interruptions all day long. Try it. Let me know what you think. And I hope to see you next week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.